1.5 has helped create a lot of new, fun, interesting decks in each color. Rogue level decks are often considered just outside of tier 3 or the very bottom of tier 3, so for the purposes of this video, no decks in mid to high tier 3 or tier 2 will be mentioned based on recent toppings in 68 minimum or more person tournaments. And as always, if you like any deck you see here, please consider using my TGC player affiliate link in the description below to support the channel with a little kickback. First up is possibly the most popular in this list, All Force Digimon. All Force is a very fun and satisfying deck, being able to make a dumb high number of swings in one turn with your one Digimon. It relies a lot on tamers to power up and search out your boss monster. This creates a problem of All Force needing a lot of pieces to be the most efficient and becomes bricky. Unlike Shine Greymon, All Force doesn't have a way to cheat out the tamers. All Force also is a single stack deck in a meta with a lot of big removal between Red and Shine Greymon decks. Its only worry isn't your opponent's Digimon either. If you don't have jamming from Arrow Digimon, getting deleted on that first swing is soul crushing, and any Gaia Force or D-Digivolution reveal in security will also devastate you. All you need is one good turn to turn around your games though. Your opponent can't underestimate the deck unless they risk blinking and suddenly all their security is gone. Here's a deck list made by Huang Zero, arguably the current best player in North America. Do check out their channel after this video. Next up is Megazoo. Megazoo rejects the traditional evolution path in favor of slamming big strong guys onto the field right away. It immediately puts pressure onto your opponents to have removal like Gaia Force ready or get ready to get run over. The strategy of the deck is to use powerful on-play effects to keep your opponent's Digimon in check, or recover your security and then Digivolve into level 7s or Seraphimon over Magna Angemon if you run them for even more control and power. You have less worry swinging into security because of your average Digimon's DP. Because of mainly running giant cost Digimon, Megazoo runs into consistency problems where some hands you may not even be able to play anything because you start off at 1 memory and didn't see an 11 cost or 10 cost Digimon. If your opponent does see the removal, it becomes hard to keep pace with how much they progress with all the memory you give them. A lot of players will want to dismiss decks like this and Rookie Rush as easy mode, but the unnatural evolution curve in these decks actually gives more importance to every single Digimon you decide to slam down, making you think more carefully than the average deck, since now you also have to worry about your hand advantage without the draws from Digivolution. On to the next one, Black Blockers. A rogue deck doesn't always mean cheap. I know this the hard way. This deck is largely cards from 1.0 powered up by a few new additions in 1.5. You take your blockers from 1.0 and make them indestructible thanks to Craniumon that protects from destruction by card effects. Keep in mind there are other ways to remove it though, like Millenniumon and Shine Greymon's effects. All the blockers make it frustrating for your opponent to attack your security while you build up your board to poke away at theirs. Especially with new additions like Clockmon and Giromon beefing up your blockers even more on your opponent's turn. If they try to go wide and brute force their way around your blockers, the new Omnimod Alter S punishes this by de-digivolving and destroying anything 5k or under. The drawback of this deck is it's slow and very defensive. You have really only one aggressive power play to push for game in War Greymon, and that relies on getting a Metal Greymon underneath it. This metagame is fast and has ways around your Craniumon. Here is a sample deck list. Last but not least, may be surprising to hear, Blue Omnimod. Blue Omnimon dominated the 1.0 meta. It was the go-to color for Omnimon over Red because it had memory manipulation in Hammerspark to facilitate big plays or make Omnimon less expensive. In addition to being more aggressive with Metal Garurumon letting you go wider with its when attacking effect, and restanding for more swings if you had Garurumon in the stack, Blue also had a lot of extra consistency options in Gabumon and Upamon to keep drawing and mitigate bricks, something Red really lacked in 1.0. The thing is, Blue still has all these amazing tools. Red is only the favorite color now because of the combo of Blitz Greymon into Omnimon or Alter S is unbelievably strong control and hard for an opponent to come back from. Red still has a lot of cheap vanillas to digivolve quickly into these cards, and its aggressive security plus effects put the opponents on a timer. Alter S and Volcanic Dramon also give it better options to handle Green and Rookie Rush. Blue Omnimon updated with some 1.5 is still a nice, honest contender in this meta though, including tops in Japan during their equivalent to our current meta. I have a video here building a blue Omnimod deck that includes a sample deck list for both metas. And there we have, in no particular order, the best rogue decks for this meta of 1.5. I hope you found this video useful and entertaining, and I hope it will help you in building your decks for the Digimon TCG. Let me know what other type of videos you would like to see, and until those next videos, remember to stay hungry until you get a taste of victory.